News at Sunrise.
It is 5 a.m. Here are your Friday morning headlines. Lancaster Drive in Salem was closed for hours last night after a car hit a person on a motorized scooter. They were taken to the hospital, but we don't know how badly they're hurt. That crash happened at Lancaster Drive Northeast and Market Street Northeast around 9:30. Police say the driver kept going but was pulled over. They're now cooperating with police. 4 people were rescued from a commercial fishing boat that sank in Coos Bay yesterday. This picture is from the Coast Guard, and they tell us the boat capsized and sank shortly after getting fuel. All 4 people on board were rescued and treated for minor scrapes and bruises. The Coast Guard says it's working to contain any fuel that leaked out of that boat. The Blazers hoped to bounce back last night in Utah against the Jazz after a loss against the Pelicans earlier this week. Despite Damian Lillard's 34 points, Portland came up short, losing 121-115. They are back at the Moda Center tomorrow, but it is not going to be an easy game either. We are taking on the LA Lakers, one of the best teams in the NBA. Those are your Friday headlines. Now, here's what's coming up on Sunrise.
All right, some of the stuff we're watching this morning. College students already have a lot on their plate, and paying for food can sometimes feel impossible when bills are stacking up. So now a grant is helping Portland State University help their students. We'll explain how it works. And here at KGW, we've put together some great stories from the past year, from our Classrooms in Crisis series to our Call Kyle investigations, and of course the fun we've had, or you guys have had, here on Sunrise. We've got to look back at 2019 on KGW.
Shameless plug on this Friday.
Indeed.
Good morning to you. Happy Friday. Thank you for waking up with us. Let's get a check of our forecast out there as we head into the weekend. Vanessa Paz in for Rod Hill this morning. Good morning, Vanessa.
Good morning, ladies. Hey, if you stepped outside today, I don't know if you noticed, but it's noticeably a little warmer than it was yesterday at this time. We have a series of fronts moving through the area that's responsible for some of the showers we're waking up to. Currently at 38 degrees, so well above freezing. As we zoom into our satellite and radar composite, as I mentioned, series of fronts bringing some morning fog to the start of your Friday. We are in the 30s across the board, upper 30s, of course, a lot cooler out in spots like the Dells. As I mentioned earlier, warmer than yesterday. Day planner shows will heat up, but not by much, about 43 by noon, 43 also around sunset. I'll let you know, though, what the weekend weather looks like because we have rain on the way. That's all ahead.
All right, Vanessa, thank you.
She's a very special person, and I will do anything to get her home, anything.
A family's plea to bring their daughter home. 20-year-old Allison Watterson is still missing after 3 days of searching. But the Washington County Sheriff's Office says they did find new information yesterday that will direct the search today. In fact, volunteers have been a big part of their efforts so far, but today they're going to rely solely on trained search and rescue crews. Here's Brittany Falkers with more.
Searching from the sky and on the ground to find Allison Watterson.
We just want to bring her home.
Thursday, around 100 trained and volunteer search and rescue teams, along with the National Guard, joined the search.
We really appreciate all the support that we're getting from the community and from all the other resources, and we just really want to thank everyone, and we want this to keep going until we find Allison.
Allison was last seen Sunday hiking with her boyfriend near Old Pumpkin Ridge Road when he told deputies they somehow got separated.
She's a very special person, and I will do anything to get her home, anything.
For the third day, family, friends, and complete strangers combed the area looking for anything that might lead them to Allison.
There's so many people here I don't even recognize, and it's amazing that everybody's just outpouring their love and support for somebody they don't even know.
They didn't find her Thursday, but Deputy Tony Morris says they did find new clues that will refocus their search.
We have found some interesting items and clues that we're going to try to find out more information tomorrow with a different typing of search.
Now, he couldn't tell us what those items and clues are, but it's the reason they're calling off volunteer searchers and will only use trained search and rescue crews Friday. They're dealing with dense forest, slick ground, and tricky terrain.
It's in the areas we've been searching in, so we've been kind of in the same general area, just trying to hit these pockets I talked about earlier. You know, it's very heavy wooded, a lot of undergrowth and all that kind of stuff. So it's that type of area, and it's areas that we've identified from the beginning It's just getting resources in there.
State of Oregon versus Benjamin Hunter Garland.
Allison's boyfriend was not part of the search. Instead, he appeared in court this afternoon on charges unrelated to her disappearance. He was arrested on outstanding warrants for a case where he's charged with unlawful possession of meth and another case where he was convicted of several charges, including assault and unlawful use of a weapon.
And that was Brittany Falkers reporting. By the way, Deputy Morris says they're not crossing out any area in their search, rather de-emphasizing an area. And he told us their goal is to bring her home alive. Trained crews will pick up that search around 8 a.m. this morning.
Vancouver police are asking for your help finding this 12-year-old boy. Nash Modine was last seen around 5 o'clock yesterday in the parking lot of the New Seasons on Southeast 164th in Vancouver. Now, while policing Nash is known for running away, they need your help finding him because he wasn't dressed for this cold weather. He was last seen wearing a gray hoodie with blue sleeves, jeans, and gray and neon green Nikes. Call 911 if you see him.
A big heads up for drivers and cyclists in Oregon. The rules of the road change next Wednesday. Under a new law, cyclists will not have to come to a complete stop at stop signs as long as they yield to traffic. This is also known as a rolling stop or an Idaho stop, I guess, in some places. Basically, bikers just can't blow through a stop. They have to slow, observe, and then proceed if they have the right of way. It's supposed to help bikers keep momentum, and according to a UC Berkeley study, it actually reduced biking accidents by 14% when Idaho adopted the law, perhaps hence that nickname. Our viewers, though, not so sure about this one. Emily says, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Idaho doesn't have the same bike usage as we do here in Portland. I can't fathom how taking away stopping at an intersection is going to increase safety. Ken says, I think you'll have more collisions between cars and bicyclists. Terrible idea. More than 800 of you left comments on this on our Facebook page, so keep that conversation going. Let us know what you think.
You got Mikey over here on the scale, weighing out hamburgers.
Okay, that man on the cell phone video and his family spent their Christmas Eve hard at work preparing food to give to the homeless on Christmas Day. His name is Dan Clanton, and thanks to him, his family, and other people in the community with big hearts, hundreds of people without a roof over their heads got a very special meal and gifts on Christmas. Clanton owns a food cart and a restaurant called The Grill 1646. He says all Christmas Day, his family grilled up and handed out almost 600 hamburgers and more than 400 donated blankets to spots in Lincoln City, Portland, and Salem. He says the experience has been humbling and really hits you hard. In fact, when we talked to him last night, he was on his way from Lincoln City back to Portland to help a man that he met on Christmas.
I'm actually on my way to Portland right now to go track this one guy down. He walked almost 2 blocks on top of his blanket because he didn't have any shoes. So I'm on my way back to try to find him to give him a couple pairs of shoes.
How awesome is that? This is the second year he and his family have headed up the effort. He plans to make it an annual tradition.
Please welcome head coach, University of Oregon Ducks, Mario Cristobal.
Look at that. It was a big Disney welcome for the Ducks ahead of the Rose Bowl. The team, there's Mickey. The team visited Disneyland yesterday alongside the Wisconsin Badgers, and they'll face off on New Year's Day. And actually, they're putting their rivalry aside, at least for a little while they take in all the fun at the theme park.
I'm most excited about Space Mountain because I love Space Mountain. I love Thunder Mountain Railroad. All right, those are my top 2 rides.
To be celebrated at Disneyland, it's a really special opportunity for us. We've worked so hard this year, and to be able to be recognized here and for all our hard work and our dedication, it's really important.
That's a really cute photo. There's another nice photo. Orlando Sanchez headed to the Rose Bowl. I wasn't talking about this one. This is a nice photo, though, too.
Okay.
He looks so cute. He'll be in California starting Monday. Follow him on Twitter. Follow him on Instagram for all things Ducks leading up to the big game on January 1st. He's so excited.
I know. Okay, hey, quick traffic alert for you. This is a live picture over at North Interstate and Killingsworth in Portland. That area closed to traffic right now because a power line is down. A car, we're told, ran into a pole there. You can see still really dark. There is a tow truck on scene, but we want to give you a look That's some earlier video we shot at just that mangled car.
Wow.
We're still working to learn some more information from police. We do know this is impacting the Max Yellow line this morning. TriMet telling us shuttle buses will be running between Interstate and the Rose Quarter until this crash clears up. We'll bring you more details as we get them.